I'm going to be running the 2024 Paris Olympics Marathon. I cannot believe it. My name is Benedict. Thank you so much for watching this video and welcome to my YouTube channel. Despite what I just said, I am not a professional runner, but I did get into the Paris Olympic Marathon. I want to explain how I got to be here, and I also just want to share the entire journey with you guys. So like the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the training, the preparation, all of it. So this is what this video and every single video of this series on my YouTube channel is going to be about, and that's why I called it Journey to the Olympics. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys in my next video. How did I get in? I think that's like the question that everyone has asked me. This year, the marathon is actually going to be open to non-elite runners. Anyone who's not a professional runner has a chance to run the Olympic marathon. So it's not at the same time as the elite runners, but it is during the same event. About 2 years ago, so like in 2022, when the Olympic marathon, which is called Marathon pour tous, which translates to Marathon for All, was open. They also opened this competition essentially through an application that you download on your phone, and every week or so you would have new challenges that you could complete, and every time you successfully complete a challenge, you are then entered into a lottery for a bib number. And the challenges would very much vary from week to week. Sometimes it'd be like, try to run 2 hours in a row, or this week you have to run 60 kilometers. So for the last year and a half, 2 years, I've been trying to complete as many challenges as I possibly could. This opportunity of maybe competing in the Olympic marathon for me just felt like a dream come true. As I completed those challenges every week, every 2 weeks, I was hopeful up to a certain point. Started wondering, okay, like it's been a year and a half, like am I ever gonna hear word, like am I going to be selected? Earlier this year, when the app, the challenges on the app stopped, and I hadn't heard anything back, any feedback, so I just assumed that, well, it wouldn't happen for me. And I kind of just, I was sad, but I let it go and I forgot about it. And fast forward a couple of months later, so I think that's the first week of April of this year, I'm in my living room, just waking up and, getting my day started. And I check my phone and I see some emails, and then I see emails from Paris Marathon pour tous. In the email, and it says, Benedict, you did it. I got my entrance. I got my bib. I got my entrance to run the marathon of the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. I can't believe it. When I read those 3 words, you did it, I don't even have the words of what it meant for me. God, every time I say that, tell the story, I start crying. But I swear, these are tears of joy. I promised myself that I would never cry on the internet. I never felt such intense, deep gratitude, such a sense of gratitude. And sure, some people could say, well, it's luck, it's whatever. I don't really believe in luck. I really do believe that God makes everything perfect in its own time. And it was just so incredible because it was so sudden. I totally had forgotten about it. And I had given up hope. And my reaction showed me actually how deeply I desired that. I cried for an hour. It was pure tears of joy. And then I told my parents, I told my family. After all the crying was done, it was time to get to work. So right now, as I'm speaking to you, I've been training for 3 weeks. I'm actually entering my 4th week right now, which is crazy to say. I am enjoying it so much more than my previous training cycle. Right now I have 5 days of training and 2 days of rest, and I try as much as possible to bring my best self every single day. And it doesn't mean that it's always the same, right? My best self on one day might look like me just, killing, crushing it, feeling good, like, bow, bow, bow. On other days, it might be like me just, lacing up my shoes and going out there. And that's good enough, right? It just really depends. But I want to enjoy the process so much more than I've ever had before. I don't want to just fixate on a goal. I don't want to just fixate on the day of the race as just being the day that I'll actually enjoy. I want to enjoy every single day leading up to it. The secret sauce is that it's enjoying the journey. Part of that for me means that I also want to document it. If you followed me for a while, or if you followed me within the last year, I was documenting my journey on Instagram and TikTok by sharing videos every single day for the 100 days leading up to the marathon, which was insane. It was a lot. Basically, I would be training and filming every single training session and then uploading it the same day. It was exhausting. I think that the creating content part around that was probably more exhausting than the training itself. I was also traveling so much. I think I was on 3 different continents. I learned a lot from that time and I enjoyed doing it. I'm just not doing this again. I couldn't give myself 100% to my training. I was doing really well from a social media perspective and just video making. Nonetheless, it took away from me focusing on my training because I was so focused on pulling up my camera, making sure that I get the angles, the shots. And so this year I kind of sat down and wanted to be more intentional about how I would document my journey. And that's when YouTube came to mind. I want to share this journey to the Olympic marathon with as much depth and breadth as I can. And I don't want to just share a 30-second snippet. I want to give you guys the real. I want to be honest. I want to be just as expensive as I can, just in terms of my thoughts, but also just my daily process in this journey. But then everything around it was just my life. I'm excited to be able to share this and document it for myself. But then ultimately, I think if I'm going to leave you guys with one last message before I finish this video, I want to encourage you to document your journey. If you do decide to embark on the journey to achieve that goal, reach that dream, document it. Document it. Write, film, whatever works for you, but make sure you document that process because you are the historian of your life, of your journey, of your process, of your adventures. It's going to be such a beautiful gift that you're going to be giving yourself when you look back on it and you see how far you've come. But not only that, it's going to be a testimony to what you're able to achieve. In days where you're doubting yourself and that you don't know, can I do that? Can you do that? You'll go back to your journals or your videos or whatever, however you choose to document it, and be like, oh, I forgot that I did this and that I did that, or that I went through this and I overcame this. And that's going to galvanize you. That's going to give you the confidence that if I did it back then, I can do it again. That's super empowering because you have proof, you have the receipts that says, I did this, so I can do that. There is no one who can give you that gift of confidence, of proof, of receipt, but yourself. And you don't need to share it on the internet with 1,000 other strangers like I am doing. I just, for whatever reason, enjoy that. But do it for yourself. And you're going to be so grateful to have so much to look back upon. This is just my message. Document your journey. Go after the dream. Go after the goal. Don't downplay your heart's desires. They're there for a reason. And when you do decide to go after them, do so mindfully. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process. And document it so that you can look back on it and relive those days whenever you need that confidence boost. So thank you so much for clicking play, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are. Bye.